Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to have you all here in our webinar today. This is actually a series of webinars that we are running in German and now in English as well, together with our partners, clients. Today it's together with Suncamp. I'm very happy to have you here. My name is Jutta Stienen. I'm heading marketing of GUURU. And with me today here is also Lotte van der Kolk. I hope I spelled this correctly.
Perfect.
And Debbie van Delen. So Lotte is head of marketing from Suncamp, and Debbie is a guru from Suncamp. We will explain in a little while what that means, being a guru. Then I have my colleague, Jörg Evers, here with me. He is a senior customer success manager, and he is the contact person from GUURU of Suncamp. So it's great to have you all here. Maybe a quick word about us. GUURU, we are a young Swiss company, and we offer a community advice solution to businesses with the goal that their online customers can connect with real experts from the community in real time to get independent and authentic product advice. It's like a real-time social proof. So now, Lotte, I'd like to hand over to you. Maybe you can introduce yourself shortly and also talk about who Suncamp is and, what you actually do as a business.
Yes. So hi, everyone. Thank you for being here and listening to our story. I am Lotte van der Kolk, and I am the marketing manager of Suncamp. Suncamp is a Netherlands-based company that specializes in arranging camping holidays in Europe. On our website, we offer pitches and accommodations on more than 350 campsites in Europe. We also have our own accommodations. They are located on 25 campsites, mostly in Italy and Croatia, and they are called Sun Lodge. To give you some background information about Suncamp, it is a brand of Actie, and most people who love to go camping know Actie from the big green camping guides that we publish. Since 1965, we publish the guides every year, and nowadays more than 10,000 campsites are listed in the guides. And how do we get all those information about the campsites? We have more than 300 camping inspectors who are going to visit those campsites every year. So they will check which facilities are present on the campsites and, for example, what the opening dates of the campsites are. And all those information we collect in the guides and we publish them every year. From those 10,000 campsites, 350 of them are bookable through the Suncamp website. Our target group for Suncamp is families with children. So we have selected those 350 campsites on quality, child friendliness, and facilities. So most of the campsites have a swimming pool or are located close by the sea. So they are perfect for families with children. Our customers are mostly based in the Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, France, the UK, Poland, and some other European countries. But mostly from the Netherlands and from Germany. And Jutta, maybe you can show the video from Suncamp now?
Yes, and I think it's actually perfect timing to do this webinar with you because holiday season is just
around the corner.
Starting, exactly. Yeah. So I hope that will also give everybody a little bit of a good feeling about this time. Perfect. So Lotte, beginning of, or like in the first part of last year, you guys, like it was Peter, reached out to us, and he wanted to involve the community actively in this process of, choosing a campsite and getting information about campsites. So can you talk a little bit about why you wanted to include your community, and how you found us, and why you wanted to, why you chose our solution to turn around this project?
Yes. Yes, my manager, Peter, he was looking for a solution where we could use our community to answer camping-related questions. Because all our camping inspectors know so much about our campsites. So he thought we must do something with this. He did some research online, and then he found GUURU. He contacted you through the website, and then he had an online meeting, and the rest is history. But he really wants Suncamp to be the go-to website for anyone who wants to know something about campsites. We really want to be recognized as the authority in the subject, and also increase the reach of our website. And we think GUURU can help reach those goals. On our website, our customer can find very detailed information about every campsite. And we have all that information because all the camping inspectors collect those information every year. But we noticed we still got questions from our customers about campsites that we could not answer, because it's impossible for our customer care employees to know everything about all the 350 campsites. So that's why we introduced the GUURU service. So now the customer can ask camping-related questions to a GUURU who has been on the campsite before. So to give you an example, some customers want to know, if I stay in that mobile home, how far do I have to walk to the swimming pool, for example? And you only know that information if you have been on the campsite before. So we offer now the service on the camping detail page so that the customer can ask questions to someone who has been on the campsite before.
Brilliant. I definitely want to ask a few more questions about, the community. You have mentioned it now already a couple of times that you have those inspectors.
Yeah.
But maybe for the listeners, it's easier if I first show actually how the solution works, so that they can understand a little bit what our community advice platform is all about. So let me just share one slide and also a short video. So let me show you how our solution works. GUURU's expert community advice solution allows brands to involve real and loyal product users in delivering live advice and authentic product recommendations. To tap into the rich potential of your expert communities, companies simply invite their loyal customers to the Expert Advice Program. GUURU's platform takes care of the rest. Only experts who meet the company requirements can qualify to advise shoppers. This is tested with a customized expert advice test. The platform also analyzes the results and unlocks experts who fulfill the requirements as so-called gurus. These gurus then advise customers who need product advice in live conversations. An AI-based smart routing engine instantly connects inquiring shoppers to real consumers with relevant knowledge. Our algorithm continuously allocates requests based on performance. Only the best experts receive inquiries. All experts and their conversations are manageable from the GUURU portal. Here, companies can access rich insights based on consumer-to-consumer conversations. And here in this animation, you can see on the left-hand side, there is the customer inquiry that comes in. And our smart routing engine then recognizes the content of the question and allocates it to the best fitting community member who can answer the question. Now, Lotte, can you talk a little bit about how did you create your own expert community? How did you find them? You know, who is the community? What was the effort to get them together?
Yes, of course. Yeah, as I told you before, we have our camping inspectors as a guru. Also, some people who work on the campsites where we have our own accommodations are a guru, because they know the most about our campsite. So for us, they are the perfect guru. We also have our own customers as a guru. We have sent an email to customers who have been on the same campsite for a couple of times. And we have sent them the form to become a guru. And we had some really nice response for that. So we have now a large community of different people who can, who know the most about every campsite we have. And the main thing is that we really wanted to differentiate ourselves from our competitors, because no other tour operator offers this service. And we really want the customer to have the best experience on our website. We offer the live chat function. So if a customer has a question about their booking or the availability of a certain accommodation, they can ask somebody who is on our live chat. And we offer that service during office hours, but also in the evening and on Sundays, because our customers are the most active in the evening and on Sundays, because everybody's looking for the vacation in the weekends. Now to that service, we have added the GUURU service, which is available 24/7. So we can not only answer the booking related questions, but also the camping related questions.
Brilliant. Now, Jörg, can I hand over to you? I think you are managing Suncamp from the GUURU side, and I think you can also talk a little bit about how this implementation went on, and also maybe show the Suncamp site and how it looks to have this community feature on the website.
Yeah, of course. Briefly to my person again. So I'm customer success manager here in GUURU and supporting Suncamp from the beginning. That means consulting and implementation, and now steady support. So like Lotte said before, we had a special challenge in case of Suncamp, because they offer the service chat that's more for the bookings. So it's the booking support chat, and we wanted to differentiate our service from the chat. So we decided for another implementation. So I try to share it now. Wait a minute or a second. So I show you now then a campsite. So this is a product detail page on Suncamp Holidays, and this campsite. This is located in Italy, and then you see here this social button, like we call it now, and ask the guru about this campsite. And we chose to together with the Suncamp to implement it in two places. That's here very close to the product description, so that you can see it right away if you enter the product detail page. And then we decided to implement it a second time, and this is here close to the reviews, because the gurus can act as well as a live review, like someone who was really on this campsite and give live advice. So if you see it here, I can click on it. And you see a bit kind of the community and described what kind of question you can pose now, and then you can type in your question, and it's directly transmitted to the guru that is that were on this campsite in this part of this category. If I close it now, so then maybe you can see how our chat loader looks normally. To that. So this was one of the challenges, so that we differentiate our chat to the normal chat. And maybe back to you, Lotte, you told us a lot about the gurus and how the community building were. Maybe to mention it so that the inspectors, because it's a very internal term of Suncamps, these are not employees. These are really passionate campers that that could be that inspects now the campsites for you, and at the same time advise other users on site in a live chat. I want to ask you, so the difference, do you see that this works? So our implementation was different because we wanted to get different questions in our chat. And do you really see this worked out, or how do you see it?
Yeah, it surely works. Sometimes we get questions about availability of bookings through the Google chat, because sometimes people just don't read. They just click the first contact button they see. But we have instructed our gurus that when that happens, they can easily transfer the chat to our customer service. So the question don't get lost. But now we chose to, what you just saw, when you open the Google chat, there is a text in the chat window that says, please only ask question about the campsites. And for bookings, for availability questions, please use the live chat. So that really works for us.
And at the same time, maybe to mention that there are sometimes questions that for availability or something else that is more for the normal chat. It's because maybe the Guru chat is 24/7 and your chat is not available at every time, right? So
No,
it's had closing hours and open hours.
Yeah, so we 24/7 we are reachable for questions, so that's a good thing.
We also have on the call Debbie. Welcome, Debbie. Thanks for taking the time. You are actually a camper and you are also a guru. So you are sharing your expertise with camping sites, with online customers who want to know more. So maybe you can talk a little bit about who you are and why you decided to become a guru, and also how you experience this, what kind of questions do you get, and how easy it was for you to actually become a guru.
Okay. Hello all. Nice to meet you. I'm Debbie. I live in Holland, in Nijmegen, seemingly a big city here. I'm a mom of 3 teenagers. I used to go to campsites with my parents when I was young. And when my children were still young, we would go to campsites with accommodations. And now they are a little older, we go with our own tent again. When I go to a campsite, I prefer to talk to someone who has been there rather than to rely solely on the website information. I want to share my own knowledge about campsites with people so I can help them to choose a campsite which would be the best for them to have a perfect holiday. So that's why I chose to be a guru as well. As a guru, I like to answer the questions as quick as possible. I use both my mobile phone and the Google website to answer them. Questions can be very diverse, like is it possible to rent bikes? And if so, what are the costs? Which accommodations are near the swimming pool and which are near the sea? Will this be a good campsite for my teenagers? I see in the reviews that the quality of the toilets is very bad. What is your experience with it? So that's the questions I got. The most users they gave a star rating, and some users gave a comment as well. I like to get the comments because that's always nice to hear what a user actually thinks of your chat. Sometimes they give a bad rating as well, but mostly it's not because my answer is bad, but because they don't like the answer. And yeah, that's in short what I do.
Cool. And one question that comes up, and this is always the big question, is why do you do that? Do you get a reward for doing this? So maybe Lotte, you can also talk about how you compensate your gurus.
Yes, every guru gets €2 for an answer. So the customer can also rate the guru, and if the guru was rated bad, he won't get a compensation. But if a customer doesn't give a rating or a good rating, the guru will receive €2. So yeah, it's nice that you get rewarded for your campsite knowledge, I think.
Is this one of the main reasons for you, Debbie, to do that, or is this just like a nice to have, or how do you use this?
Yeah, it's more nice a nice to have, because I just want to share my knowledge.
Can you share with our audience a little bit the results that you achieved since you have implemented this expert community advice solution, and what were the learnings so far?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I want to mention that we really wanted to offer a unique service. So before we have implemented the service, we talked about, okay, when is a service a success? We don't want to measure the success of the service on the basis of the number of bookings we get or the conversion rate of our website. We see the service as a unique service that we offer. As I already told you, to differentiate ourselves from our competitors. But of course, we look at the numbers. I look in the partner portal how the answers of our gurus are rated. And overall, I can see that our customers are very happy with the answers of the gurus. Our gurus score a 4.6 on average on a 5-point scale. So we are really happy with that. And also at the beginning, we thought maybe some gurus will not answer that fast because they are also working on the campsites and doing other stuff. But we see that the reaction time is actually very fast and faster than we thought. We are really happy with that. But we don't look at bookings, or it's hard to measure. But from customers, we only get very positive answers. So that's for us the most important. And also maybe nice to mention is that we also use the service to expand our content. So if we see that for a certain campsite, a certain question is asked the most, we will put that content of the answer already on our landing page. So at the end, the customer can find the information he's searching for on our website.
Did you at the beginning have a bit of a reservation in regards to how trustworthy those experts were, or was that for you anyway clear that because they are passionate campers, that they know what they need to say?
Yeah, I didn't have any reservation, to be honest, because I thought, who can better give advice or give their experience than the people who have been on that campsite. But of course, I'm checking the answers at first when someone becomes a guru to see the way they answer and to check some things. But overall, we are very satisfied with our gurus, and they are doing the best job they can. So.
And do you interact with the gurus now on a regular basis? Like, do you try to maintain a bit of a relationship with the community, or is it almost like working by itself?
Yeah, it's working by itself, but they can always contact me. They have an email address where they can reach me. So I have contact with the gurus if there are any problems. And I am now busy with, because the service is now running some time, with some statistics that I can show them so they can see how it is going. And yeah, I think it's nice for them to see what ratings are on average for the gurus, and yeah, some statistics. So I'm trying to contact them now and then. Yeah.
And maybe it's interesting for others, so attendees, so that there's the option in the partner portal to always to send news. So if you could want to communicate with the gurus, this is a good
Yeah, it's very easy.
platform
Yeah.
for it. Very easy. Yeah.
Exactly right. I think this is more like the case also if you have, I mean, some of our customers sometimes have maybe some special promos or so where they can then alert the gurus to give some special information that is only available for a specific time frame, for example. So this allows you to really communicate with them.
Yeah, or to give them motivation, because like in Suncamp, it's a seasonal business, so that you can first send out the news and say, yeah, okay, that now our peak season starts. Let's have yeah, maybe then they allocate some time for it. And
Yeah.
One question is, what was the time frame from when you started to decide to work with us until you really could go live? And how did you have like a project team? Did you need IT or developers to be involved, or how did that go?
Yeah, you're correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we started in October. And I think we first went live with a couple of campsites to test it in January, or in this December maybe. But in January, of the half of January, we put it live for all our campsites. So it was around 3 months, I think. And at first, we had a meeting with Jörg almost every week to ask questions, to look at the technical part. Also, a CEO marketeer of us was informed and attending those meetings. But it all went very smoothly, and yeah, we were very happy that it got live within 3 months. And yeah, after that, we did some meetings to improve the service and to look at the design, and but everything went very smoothly, I think.
we started with few campsites, then we added the most campsites to the service, and now we add from time to time new campsites where we have gurus to the service. Yeah.
You mentioned that you also have a chat, a live chat, an agent chat, right?
Yeah.
Has this impacted in any way the volume to this agent chat?
Yeah, we see that the agent chat now gets questions that they can surely answer, because the other camping related questions are asked to the guru. So for our agent chatters, it's more convenient that they don't get questions they don't know the answer to, because that happened a lot, that they got a question and they were thinking, oh my God, I don't know this. And they were searching online, and now we don't have that anymore, because those questions are directed to the gurus. So that's perfect.
Season is coming up. We said that before. Are you expecting much more communication going onward and backward? Do you think, is this something that you can handle now easily?
Yeah, we can handle it easily. We noticed that in January and February, we had the most chats, because that are the most important booking months for us. So now we don't expect that much questions, because most of the people are now going on holiday and they did their research beforehand. So now it's less busy times for us.
Yeah, and maybe we can also give this information or share this information with the audience. It's because you have this whole community in the background. The more questions that come in, the more of those community members receive push notifications. So that means that it doesn't really matter how big the volume of incoming requests is, right? Like
No.
advice questions, because they will nevertheless, if it's a lot or not, it will be always in the same frequency being answered.
Yeah, exactly.
How many experts do you have right now?
Around 60.
60?
60, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is this, how many languages does it cover?
We cover Dutch, German, English. Yeah, and it's really convenient because the camping inspectors, they speak a lot of languages, so they can ask, they can answer the most languages. So.
And then a last question: did the tool, like the conversations that you analyzed, did that help you to understand better the questions that your online customers have, and take some actions?
Yeah, sure. And we also sometimes get a question, where can I find the map of the campsite? And then we think from, oh, it's very visible on our website, but apparently the customers cannot find it. So that's how we use the questions to see if the content we have is placed on the right spot on the website. So yeah, it really helps.
Yeah, exactly. I think I know that for myself, spending a lot of time on your own site, it's very logical, but for someone who visits, it's probably not that logical, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Time's up. I think this was a very nice conversation to understand how you use the service. It's again, thank you very much that you took the time today to share this experience with us. Also to you, Debbie, that you joined to share the experience from a community member, like an expert point of view. Thank you very much. I wish you a very nice rest of the day and rest of the week, and speak to you guys soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.